You are now listening to Lady in Denim. Kick back and enjoy the ride. Technology is embedded into almost every crevice of our everyday lives, almost like a thick coating in our DNA. It's attached to us no matter where we go. It's nearly impossible to escape the grasp of high-tech robotic limbs, clanking metals, and a sedentary lifestyle. As humans progress, so does technology. And before we know it, we'll be cast in a world like that of Futurama. Today, we will see the world through the eyes of the mock human, AI robots. So what is an AI robot? Well, if you didn't venture into the mock brain, I will briefly break down what an AI robot is. Artificial intelligence and robotics are two related but entirely different fields. Robotics involves the creation of robots to perform tasks without further intervention, while AI is how systems emulate the human mind to make decisions and learn. Combine the two, and you will have a metal, plastic, silicone mechanical hybrid. In other words, the mock human. Honey, in this day and age, everything is at our disposal with just a light, feathery touch away, leading to an overdrive of the feel-good hormone, dopamine. Because humans have become addicted to the fast supply and demand of constant gratification, robots are now being used in more ways than just basic labor. Sex is one insatiable desire, and surprisingly, the oldest concept of fulfilling raunchy fantasies with sex bots was conceived in ancient Greece some 2,500 years ago. The thought of bumping beds with a silicone-encased machine in today's world and loneliness has pushed the idea of sex robots experiencing human-like sensations after scientists developed a new piece of AI technology. The technology is part of a robotic platform that connects to sensors attached to human skin. Researchers in California have created a printed skin made from a hydrogel that is designed to make the fingertips of robots more like humans. So when it comes down to sexy time, the AI robots will be able to detect what's around them and give the consumer those expressive reactions they are looking for. David Levy, a doctor of social robotics, thinks AI robots in general will fully integrate into human social and sex lives in decades to come. As ethics expert Neil MacArthur claims that it will combat against sex inequality and help with intimacy. Well, so long's the 24-hour hotlines and endless swiping on dating apps to awkwardly shaking genitals with catfish and then waking up to leaky, itchy private parts. Ladies and gentlemen? I mean, having a mock human after that wham bam thank you ma'am ordeal sounds much more appealing. Consider it a point for pro. Especially for the angry incels who aren't even getting any to begin with. But darlings, the accessibility and sedentary lifestyle would breed social isolation, as robots would be easier than courting humans. I mean, you could literally build a man or woman to fit your ideal partner or sexual fantasy, and with such ease of access, you could kiss the human race bye-bye in decades to come. Now think about it, darling. Not only will AI robots infiltrate the bedroom, but in our everyday lives. The population is bound to decrease because baby boomers are one step closer to their graves. and the younger generations can barely afford to sustain themselves, let alone a whole family. There is a major disconnect between men and women. Many cannot find grounds to build a solid foundation for a relationship. This disconnect leads to an empty void that allows comforts, distractions, and selfish desires to come into play. But the rabbit hole gets deeper, ladies and gentlemen. As the motivation to be a better human deteriorates and is substituted with languor, the mock human will eventually become the exceptional human. And like humans, AI robots will use emotion to fuel their conquest in enslaving us or eradicating us like vermin. There has been a claim that 29 Japanese scientists were killed by 4 AI robot soldiers back in February 2018. But the story is being kept under wraps because the government wants AI robot soldiers. Well, darling, considering how sneaky the government is, I would be inclined to believe it is true, but so far there is nothing proving this tragic incident even occurred. So take a deep breath. I don't want to make a call to the ambulance. However, the mock human has already crept into our entertainment. An AI rapper named FN Mecca was developed by Brandon Lee in 2019 as part of Company Factory New, with Anthony Martini joining the project early 2020. FN Mecca rose to fame quickly after its debut in April 2019, blowing up on TikTok with over 1 billion views and a massive cult following of 10 million followers. Talk about building Rome in a day. However, after the mock human would officially sign to a major label called Capitol Records in August, it was axed 10 days later after receiving backlash for its perceived racial stereotyping of black people, described as a taunting caricature. And honey, if that wasn't bad enough, the anonymous human behind FN Mecca's voice was a black artist named Kyle the Hooligan, who a day later would publicly come out stating he was never compensated and ghosted after the mock human grew in popularity. How's that for some clanking metal and hydrogel skin? Well, darling, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is still another mock human who has infiltrated our world of entertainment. Her name is Little Miguela, and she claims to be a 19-year-old robot living in LA. Miguela is one of the biggest influencers on social media in our world, garnering over 3 million followers. She was created by Trevor McFedries and Sarah DeGoe in 2016, beginning as a simple Instagram profile. A British model named Emily Bador was accused at the time for being the mock human, but she very well could have been the inspiration behind the character. Little Miguela has accounts on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. She is also active on YouTube and TikTok. Bye-bye, aging Kim Kardashian carbon copies. The mock human has begun to take your place as an influencer. Used as a marketing tool, especially in the fashion industry, her rise to stardom would happen overnight, as she would be showcased as the face of fashion on many covers, such as Vogue. In April 2018, another mock human known as Bermuda hacked her account, starting an online drama that would reel in the masses like a fish on a hook. That little plot would soon open doors for the AI robot, pinpointing her as a social justice activist. As you can imagine, darling, that didn't sit right with many people, considering that she was used as a marketing tool. Oh, and one more thing. She also is a music artist. Oh, honey, at this point we might as well prepare for the demise of society. Because the insatiable desire of humans is leading to a new era where instant gratification will be served on a hot, steaming plate in seconds. Our meaty flesh wouldn't be able to compete with high-tech man-made mock humans, who in time will learn to be sessioned, becoming the exceptional human. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel at being replaced by clanking metals, hydrogel skin, and silicone cables? Do you think AI robots would benefit us or destroy us? If you are listening on YouTube or Rumble, drop a comment. I would love to read your responses. And thank you for listening. You can follow my Insta at the Lady of Denim Podcast _. You can also follow my main Insta and Twitter at @denim_. Be sure to like and follow my Facebook page at the Lady of Denim Podcast. Mwah. Until next time, darling.